I'm Ron Roberts. I'm the head football coach at Delta State University. This tape is going to talk about defending the two-back run game using the 3-3-5 eight-man front principles. In this tape, we're going to talk to you about our basic eight-man front principles and using our bonus player involved in the run game. We are going to look into our defensive line protection, block protection, shed techniques. We'll cover our linebacker principles and how we teach our linebackers to leverage the football, and we'll finish up with secondary run support. We have been very good at defending the run in 07. Our recent season we just finished. We finished number 2 in the country in total defense, number 3 in rushing defense, and number 2 in scoring defense in the country. And I'd like to show some of the things that we use to do that. Now we're going to go over our eight-man front principles in defending the two-back run game. When we start out the 3-3-5 defense, we are an over-under front football team. We want to use the same principles as many people do in the 40 front schemes. What we were going to do, the biggest difference for us probably is who that 3 technique can change. Whether we go to a traditional under front, reduced 3 technique here, a backer walked up on a backside edge with a shade and 5 to the strong side, and a traditional underlook front. Or we come in here to the front side and we walk the backer up over the B gap. So for us, when we insert that 3 technique, it can be many different people, and that's probably the biggest change up between us and your 4-2-5 defenses or your 40-man front schemes. We try to use it with a variety of ways to get to the same type of thing, and how we fit the run is going to be the same off of it. One of the things also we're going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about is also in doing this, we are a no-huddle team. We have not huddled since '98, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Facing so much spread teams and things that we see on a yearly basis, and the no-huddle attacks, and what it does is it gives us a little more time to get our call in. 2, it gives our guys a little more time to react, and 3, it makes that our secondary and stuff doesn't have to walk and cover ground in between plays that they normally wouldn't have to do. So once we install our 3-3-5, what you can do and who can come, who can be that 4th rusher, because it can be one of our invert players as well, that 4th rusher. Whoever that is basically limited to your imagination and your creativity. But basically, it's going to still go back to the same principles. We're a 4-man front team. We are going to insert the 4th rusher. It could be a variety of 5 different people. And how we insert that guy, that 3 technique, basically into that over or in the under front on the weak side, is how we're going to fit the rest of the run game versus the two-back game. Next, what I would like to cover is identifying gaps. And I'm not going to go back to the ABC thing. I believe we're going past that. What I want to understand is that when we are in our 8-man front, 2 invert players, a 6-man box, there's 8 basic gaps that you have to defend as a defense. Okay? What happens here in the 8, when you're defending with 8, is basically it's a gap for a man. Everybody take the gap. That's not a problem. Okay? What happens here is if I take this defender out and I put him back here as a fullback, he becomes my 8th gap. That 8th gap can be inserted anywhere into the front. And what we want to be able to do is make sure that we can leverage that 8th